Ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you to the art of nonsense. Lan Mind with the takes, it's explosive. Chris Anthony, indie guy, then you know this is Art of Nonsense. What? Art of Nonsense. Who? Art of Nonsense. Art of Nonsense. Lan Mind with the takes, it's explosive. Chris Anthony, indie guy, then you know this is Art of Nonsense. What? Art of Nonsense. Who? Art of Nonsense. Art of Nonsense. Yeah. In the recordings, bro. Now, you know what be killing me?
What?
Like, I be trying to match, like, where your head level is so that when I cut the shit in half, I be having way more space than you because your head's mad big, bro.
Wow. It's where you are from the camera. I'm like a little bit of an arm's length.
Yeah, that's where I move now, too. Look. I try to match it and it still doesn't match because you never fixed it, bro.
What do you mean? I'm gonna show you what it looked like. All right, there it goes. Check it. I can't even talk. Check it out.
Wow.
I wanted to say take a look and check it out at the same time.
Yeah, see, you zoom me in more than you zoom yourself in, bro.
Bro, what?
Bro, look how far back I am right now, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm as far back as you are.
Okay.
How come I can see the end of your arms and my arms are completely cut off?
Well, you were first complaining about the headspace. Now you're complaining how you zoomed in?
It's because you got me zoomed, bro.
How?
I don't know. You tell me you doing it. Because look, I backed up to where you're at, bro. You know what I'm saying? I backed up. I moved my mic. I did everything to try to match the look. You got your entire shoulders showing, and both of my shoulders are cut off. You see?
Well, you gotta also think about this too. I have a wider angle on my camera.
I'll show you something wider.
Wow. Okay. Anyway.
This is 11,
12.
right? 12?
Yeah, I think we did 11 the last episode.
Let me double check.
This is what happens when we do 2 episodes a month. You kind of forget sometimes.
And I mean, we made it to, we're getting close to that 20 piece. You know what I'm saying?
We just started the double digits. We're getting close.
No,
okay.
we're getting close to that 20 piece, bro. Okay, yeah, this is 12. You're right.
12.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Art of Nonsense. I don't know what happened.
My man malfunctioned.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Art of Nonsense podcast, episode 12. I'm Chris Anthony, and that's
Lan Mind. It's explosive.
Kaboom.
Chris, you look tired, man. You okay?
I'm exhausted.
What happened today? What's going on at school, man?
No, nothing happened at school. One of my students' moms came in on some V for Vendetta. Nah, we just had to have a meeting with her because he's, not doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Got you.
So it was a long, 2-hour meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And then school's over at 12:30, but I got to do the chess club. And when they get their phones back, these kids are like 1,000 more times annoying. I don't know how parents do it. They're Skibbity, Toilet, and God. Riz, Ohio. Like, shut up. And it's like we can't tell them to put their phones away because it's after school. So they get to use it. It's just like, just play chess and stop playing. Like, one of the kids pulls out a stupid soundboard on his phone. He's like, farts. It's like, yo. It drives me insane.
Oh man. But how did you get in charge with the chess club? Is it by random? Did you ask for it?
No. So, shout out to my principal for trusting me with the children. She basically hired an outside, actual chess player to teach the kids. So he'll do a 30 to 45 minute lesson on different tactics you can do for chess. And then he lets them practice it and play against each other.
But because he's sourced from the outside coming in, she said, I need somebody that I can, trust with the kids and take care of them to be in the room with him. So I'm just there. Like, I don't really play or anything. I'm just kind of babysitting.
Okay. I thought you were teaching
2 hours.
I was like, I didn't know you were into chess.
I know how to play chess. I like chess a lot.
Okay.
But I'm not like, there's a kid in my chess club that will smoke my boots. Like, he's ranked and everything. Like, he plays in tournaments and
so he does the tapping on the clock.
Yes. Like he plays legit. He's nice.
Okay.
So,
I always find it fascinating. I can't play it though. I'm not even good at checkers.
Yo, Lou, what?
I'm good at Connect Four though.
Oh my God, that's not even close to the same game.
I mean, there's a strategy for Connect Four. You know what I'm saying?
There's a strategy for every game, bro. The Battleship. Oh my God. Like,
Battleship's a lot of fun too. What do you think is like the best board game outside of Monopoly? Because I know people, they lose friendships out of Monopoly.
Monopoly's not even the best.
People say it's the best. What's the best?
Nah.
What's the best board game?
Monopoly
don't even say sorry or trouble.
No, Monopoly takes too long to me.
Yeah, it's true because they actually made a 10-minute version. That's how they know it's long.
And then if you or somebody is stalemating, it takes forever, bro.
Yeah.
Like we learned that when we played the
actual game,
version, the video game version of it. My personal favorite out of the board games is probably the game of life.
Oh.
That's the GOAT to me.
I've never played Life, so I don't know.
Hungry Hippos. No, I'm just
So, Chris, I have a question, man. So we are on our way to what we call Thanksgiving.
Ooh.
Now, Thanksgiving's around the corner, and a lot of people do traditions when it comes to their families. What are the things you do that you may want to continue with your own family or may not want to continue? Is there like a thing you guys do?
For me,
because my
tradition has kind of changed.
Okay.
So I'm still trying to figure out what's going to be happening moving forward.
Okay.
It used to be we would go visit my mom because my mom lived in Maryland.
Okay.
In like the Baltimore area. So me and my siblings would always go every Thanksgiving because that's the black side of my family.
Yeah.
They just do it better than the Puerto Ricans. I'm sorry. Oh,
this is controversial.
I don't want pernil instead of turkey on Thanksgiving. We're not gonna have both. Because you know what? Because we're mixed, my sister still makes the pernil.
That's true too. But
all right,
then you're in a special place because you get the best of both worlds.
Right, but a traditional, just straight Puerto Rican Thanksgiving, it's not in.
No,
Puerto Ricans do Christmas better. All right,
we'll get into that.
So Thanksgiving to me, it used to be just go to Maryland, my auntie, my mom, my sister. I'd always help. I'd be the cheese grater. You know what I'm saying? I grate the cheese to the best of my ability and then watch football. That was my job. You feel me?
Wait, your job was just to do the cheese?
Grate all the cheese while watching football on, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, like, you got the easiest job, man.
Listen, I cracked the code. Fellas, if you don't want to do anything too much, do it bad the first time. They'll never ask you to do it again. Mess it up. They'll be like, yo, get out. Hey, say no more.
Are you gonna use that method when you get married? Like when the wife tells you start cleaning things and you just mess up, she's like, forget it.
Guess how I wash my clothes? I don't separate nothing, shorty. I throw it all in. I don't do none of it.
My wife does the same thing. She puts everything in one.
I know people that like separating everything. Nah, like I won't do that. I'm just joking, obviously. But they really didn't trust me in the kitchen anyways. But I'll be like, yo, I still want to help. So shit, listen, grate the cheese. Because they know what it is too. They know I like the baked mac. That's my favorite. The baked mac and cheese is my go-to. You know what I'm saying? So because they know that's my go-to, they say, yo, grate the cheese for what you like. We'll make you your own little separate, you know what I'm saying? Your own little separate pan, baby. And that's, that's why it was my job. So
now what are you gonna bring over? Like all the things that you grew up on, is there something that you're gonna do different? Like, if you were to do your own Thanksgiving, how would you do it? If you're like married, kids, or girlfriend,
Number
whatever.
one, bring my sister. She's a chef.
Oh my God.
Make it a sibling thing, right? No, for real. Make it a sibling thing.
Okay.
And we'll carry the tradition and start making it our own kind of thing. Because obviously we're all in the same proximity. Cousins probably, like stuff like that. You know, we're all getting older, so it's like seeing each other is rare. We all got our own responsibilities. People have kids. I don't, but eventually I might. You know, so it's like once we start figuring it out, I don't feel like I'm there yet. So right now we're kind of just, my sister kind of plans this stuff, and we go to my dad's house, and you know, she does her thug dizzle on the chefing, you know.
Yeah, the reason I asked is because my wife asked me, and she's like, "Hey, are we gonna be doing anything for Thanksgiving this year?" And for the past couple of years, we really haven't done anything, because for me at least, Thanksgiving is not something that my family will do every year, like a tradition. That's something big. Again, they will do the Christmas stuff. The Puerto Ricans do the Christmas stuff big. Thanksgiving, not so much. And of course, I'm a picky eater. I don't eat, you know, turkey or anything like that, or baked potatoes.
No. But tell them what you did. Tell them what you did last year, yo.
No, it wasn't. Was it last?
I know. Yes.
Calm down. Calm down.
You said my wife messed up the rice.
No,
I ordered pizza or whatever.
My wife's grandmother. Okay, so listen. I'm glad that right now what I'm about to say, no one in my wife's family is gonna see, because they don't watch the podcast. But this is what happened. For those that are listening, please don't share this with my wife's family. My wife knows too, because she knows what's going on, and this is how it happened. Her grandmother has been declining in her cooking, and when she cooked for Thanksgiving, the one thing that I would eat would be the rice, right? Like the rice, beans, ham, whatever they call it. I don't even want to
show my face. This is wild. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Cook.
My wife wouldn't really do too much of that side of cooking. She'll probably make like baked ziti or something like that. So anyway, the rice was cooked, but it was burnt. And being that that's really the only thing that I'm going to eat, my wife's like, listen, this is all that's here is just the rice. Everything else is other things you don't eat. You may want to order yourself Domino's. And the reason she did that is because a year prior or a couple years before that happened, and I was left with nothing to eat. So she's like, just get yourself something from you know, a local store or whatever. And I got Domino's. So that's where the whole Domino's thing's happening.
Domino's is crazy. This guy lives in New Jersey and could get good local pizza, and he gets Domino's on Thanksgiving, yo.
Well, because also keep in mind too, so good local pizza on Thanksgiving may not be available. Domino's is a franchise. You got to think about that too. But yeah, I don't do anything.
The poor
big.
Domino's workers, when they see Lou's name pop.
But listen, you gotta think about this too. Not everybody celebrates these holidays.
I agree. So
that's the reason why I'm saying I don't have anything that is like something we do with our family every year. For Christmas is a different story, but when it comes to Thanksgiving, it's not a big deal to me. Yeah, I watch football, I hang out with family and friends, but mainly I'm home. Like my wife's family lives downstairs. I'll go visit them for a little bit, but I don't care for it. My mom, from time to time, she would like to get like the kids together, like me, my brother, my sister,
right, and
like to get us together. But I don't. It's not a big deal for me.
Something that's like fairly new. It's not new, but it's fairly like
Friendsgiving
being more popular. Yes, I'm in two of them.
But when you don't do nothing, so what are you gonna give?
What do you mean? I get my sister to make the mac and cheese that she makes.
But it's not from you. You see, if I was in a Friendsgiving, I'll bring the drinks and the cups.
My friends are not gonna tell me to cook if they're like, Chris, your sister's a chef. Get her to do it. But I pay her. I pay her.
Okay. I was gonna say, do you pay her?
I'm not a bum. All right. I'm like, yo, how much does it cost? I at least pay her to get the materials, you know?
Okay.
And I'll put a little extra, like $10, 10 BZs, like, yo, hold that real quick, tip. You know? But yo, Friendsgiving, man, I kind of like the way it's trending.
Okay.
Where it's like, yo, you got a good group of friends. I met a bunch of people that I never even knew last year that I'm now going to be going to the same thing every year with them here, you know?
So you like that. You like the Friendsgiving.
I do. It's something different too, because, you know, with my family, it's super traditional. Nobody does anything out of the ordinary. With Friendsgiving, it's never on the actual day.
Oh, that's right. So it's never on the day. Yeah.
It's either before, because, you know, you understand, hey, you guys are going to spend time with your family on that day, obviously. For the most part, majority of people do that. So it's like either before or after the actual day. So then you get double the food portion, which I like eating. You heard? You get double the food portion. You get to meet people that you may have not known before from a specific friend, and it just works out, man. It's nice.
Okay.
Nice. And you get a little, you know,
I never did a Friendsgiving. Well, the reason is because, like, I don't eat anything.
I don't have anything. Yeah, no, you don't. You really don't. Like, it would be a waste.
And then I feel obligated, like, to eat their food if I'm there, and then I don't want to say anything bad if it's not good. Then that Friendsgiving is no longer a friend.
Nah, you know what you got to do. I'm sorry.
Every
shout
time.
out to Brooklyn. You know what you got to do, Lou? I'm surprised you haven't used this yet, because I use it all the time.
What?
If I don't like something, I'm allergic. Now nobody can feel bad.
That is smart.
They don't know.
You is right.
Yo, I'm allergic, bro. I'm sorry. I don't eat. Or like, you could make it. I don't eat pork, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat meat. I'm a vegetarian, bro.
Yo, that's really smart. I never thought of that.
They don't know. If they don't really know you, they don't know.
Oh,
I do that with seafood all the time. People will be like, yo, we're going to go to a seafood. Yo, I'm allergic to seafood, bro. I just don't like seafood. I think seafood's disgusting. I'll be like, yo, I'm allergic, son.
Oh, hey, wow.
Nobody's going to bother you if you're like, yo, I'm allergic, bro. And you don't have to feel bad.
I don't know why I never thought of that.
That's one of the lies to me. That's a good one, right? Because it doesn't hurt anybody in the process.
Yeah.
And they never have to find out, because you're never going to eat the food anyway. So
wow, that's really good. That's really good.
You know what I'm saying? Key to success, key to life.
No, that's a
just
good
for
one.
You know.
Now, I was gonna talk to you about this. Recently we just had daylight savings last Saturday.
Yo, I think that's what it is, by the way.
What?
Why I'm so like tired.
I was gonna ask you, do you think daylight savings really affects your body?
Yes, I'm exhausted. Yes.
I don't think so.
Both. I think both do. Yeah.
I think that's crazy to say, 1 hour is gonna ruin my body and how I feel.
So here's the thing though, but that's the same thing with like when you take a flight to the other side of the country.
Okay.
It's the same thing. You get some kind of jet lag.
My wife is flying back from Maldives, right? She was 11 hours ahead of me.
Oh, she's gonna feel that.
So there were times that let's say it's 3 o'clock for me, 3 p.m. Eastern. I don't know what the time is over there, but it was 2 a.m. 3 p.m. 2 a.m. the next day.
Yeah.
And she's wide awake. I'm like, yo, just go to bed. She goes, I'm still on your time. I can't go to bed. And I'm like, you're going to be messed up when you come back. She's thinking she's going to feel better.
But you gotta think about it, that 1 hour, right?
Yeah.
So now what would usually be 2 a.m. went back to 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get an extra hour, but it can mess up your whole schedule, bro. It messed up my schedule this whole week. I've been sleeping like ass, and I was wondering why. It's because of that hour change, bro.
I can't believe that 1 hour just messes up your body, your mind.
And now it gets darker way earlier.
And I think that's why we have daylight savings. People saying, "Oh, it's for the farmers and all that stuff."
No, that's literally what it's for, though.
I get that, but I also think because the way the world and the moon and the planets, interstellar, the way it works, right? Because it's getting darker earlier, they adjust the time to when it gets darker.
What are you talking about?
Think about that.
No, man, that's not how it works.
Like right now, it's about to be 5 o'clock. There's a little bit of sun out. You can't really see because I got the curtains closed. There's a little bit of sun out.
That is absolutely not how
So the illusion is right now it's going to be 5 o'clock. If we didn't have daylight savings, it would have been going to be 6 o'clock. And you're like, oh, it's brighter. It's 6. Oh, regular time. Like, no, it's darker because it's getting later.
No, you literally just confused yourself. It was supposed to be 6 o'clock and the sun's still out right now, somewhat. It's still sunny at 6 o'clock, but now it's about to be 5 and the sun's going down. I
will say, I do hate when it starts to get darker earlier, regardless if it's daylight savings or not.
Right.
Like the summertime, like it'll be 7:30, 8 o'clock, the sun is still out. I like that. That's cool. And I don't even like going outside. I just like knowing like by this time, the sun is still out.
That only happens because they push the time back. That it gets this dark this early, because it would probably get dark around 6:30 p.m. instead.
Yeah.
But now it's 5:30.
Yeah.
6:37 p.m. is 5:36 now, where it gets, it starts getting dark. That's because they pushed the hour back.
Do you think they'll ever get rid of it, Christopher?
They've been trying for years.
It's like some places don't do it at all. Why do we have to obey by this stupid rule?
Most places don't do it at all.
Yeah.
We do it because of the farming stuff.
I don't even think that affects them, man. That's 1950.
We barely got farming out here, bro.
You can't say that. There's people still farming, bro.
In New York,
you got the eggs and the milk and all that stuff. Come on now, and the beef.
I'm not saying they're not farming. The beef is from the house.
There's cows on the farm. You never heard the farm song?
I'm not saying there's no farmers. I'm just saying where the farmers are.
You never heard the commercial? Here. We are farmers. Bump it up, bump, 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 bump. There's farmers, bro.
Yo, you're so annoying, bro.
Chris thinks they eliminated the farmers. That's it. They're done.
No, I know they haven't, but they're not in our area. Why is our area changing the time for farmers when we got no farmers in the city, bro?
Well, at least in New York City, you're right. But I'm pretty sure in New York State, Buffalo, there's farms.
How they gonna farm when it's freezing cold outside?
They do stuff. Don't they have those plant like houses or whatever they call? And they grow stuff in there? I don't know, Chris.
What do they grow?
I don't know. Marijuana. I'm not a farmer.
A marijuana farm.
Maybe marijuana farm. That will get you a long way. But even then,
like, yo, it's upstate gets mad cold compared to us.
This is true because they're in the north. This is geography class now.
What are they farming in the winter? There's nothing.
But there has to be farms. I know that because the weather changes,
of course,
things will be shut down. But
like Florida, sure.
Yeah.
Georgia, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Here, no way. And
I don't know. We don't know too much about this. I'm pretty sure there's farmers watching this video right now. They're like, how dare you forget about us? Us northeastern farmers.
Oh my God.
I just don't think it's that bad, but it is annoying. Because whenever it goes forward,
then you lose an hour.
And it's like, damn, I enjoyed having that hour, that extra hour. Now I'm losing it.
Now
so when it turns 1, it goes to 3. And it's like 1:59, 3 o'clock.
I'm happy we're in the digital age somewhat, because remember back in the day when you had to like physically change the time on every single clock?
Yes.
Yo,
the only thing, well, listen, I have an old stove. It doesn't do it on its own. I have to change that. And in my car too, believe it or not, I have to.
No, it doesn't.
No. And I fixed it because they have the daylight savings automatic time changer. I didn't know that, so I had to do it. But yes, everything, we're in this digital age. Everything changes on its own. My microwave and my stove does not. I have to change it myself.
But that's fine. It's not like you look at the time on your stove anyways.
No. I don't. And I don't even know. I do have a clock in my kitchen. But it's like, why do we have clocks? Do you have a clock? Why would anyone have a clock?
I used to have one.
Why would you have a clock?
I used to have one when I was in Florida. Because I used to cocoon myself in a freezing cold refrigerator style, like air conditioned room.
Oh, okay.
and I never used to want to get up. So I put my alarm clock literally on the opposite side of my room. So I was forced to get up and turn it on. It was one of those old ones that
with the AMF radio?
Yeah. So it would just be beeping crazy for like 5 minutes. I'm like, but I would force myself to like actually get up, because if I could just turn around and slap it to turn it off, I would still go back to bed.
Yeah. It's the same thing with the phone.
Make sure I got
You'll
up,
hit snooze every time.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Well, that's the thing, right? So with that time change, people have been, all over the place. People have been begging for this to change. The one thing that I think they should do is leave it alone like everybody wants, but also keep in mind when things are getting darker, these lights, the street lights, they go on earlier and the sun is out. And it's like, you're forcing me to think that it's time to go to bed now. Because in my mind, these lights are going on, but the sun is still up. It's because the way the clock is created.
Go sleepy time.
So I don't even want to look outside. I close my shades. I want to be in darkness. I don't know what it is out there. That's how I think about it. That's just me.
I mean, I don't do anything anyways. I'll be inside.
This is the time of year that great movies are coming out, right? We talked about movies last one. We talked about make TV shows great again, right? But we did also talk about like Denzel Washington, and then people were like going crazy in the comments. Not too bad. They were just trying to like give their 2 points, whatever. Right. But there's movies coming out. I know we talked about it before, but did you hear about the news today about Christopher Nolan's new movie that's going to be coming out next year, that's going to start filming soon, and the new cast that was just added?
I have not.
So Matt Damon's going to be the star.
Oh, it was Matt Damon, Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, yes. Zendaya has been added. So Tom Holland and Zendaya, they're going to be filming this and Spider-Man back to back. And you know what's crazy? Nice. When the movie comes out, it's a week after Spider-Man next year.
Nice. I'll be there for both.
That's crazy. And they got Anne Hathaway. She's coming back to work with Nolan.
We like Anne Hathaway.
Interstellar. Both also worked with Interstellar, Matt Damon and Anne Hathaway. And I forgot the other cast members.
Wasn't she also in Batman?
She was in Batman. Yeah. Dark Knight Rises. She was Catwoman. But the last movie they worked together was Interstellar. Yeah. So this is a big deal. I'm excited for it. And I'm excited for what they have coming for next year as far as Marvel. D23 was recently announced this weekend. And we're going to get our eyes set with a lot of Marvel content when it comes to TV shows and movies. Starting February, that's when all this Marvel stuff starts. We get What If season 3,
stuff, right? They got the animated side.
Yeah, the animated side, yeah. Which is the Marvels show. I mean, the Marvels, the What If Marvel show,
the Wakanda show.
Well, that's gonna be animated. The Spider-Man show
and the Spider-Man show.
Yeah, and then you got Daredevil, you got Ironheart. Those are just 2 shows. So it went from like, oh, we're not gonna do too much to here's everything. And it's going to be literally like 9 different things going on next year. And
I mean, I feel like they've been working on these for a long time though. So it kind of makes sense. Like it seems like they took their time. I still got to finish Agatha, but it looked like they took their time with that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you watched it.
Yeah, so it was great. I thought it was great.
I'm not mad at what they've been putting out lately, man. I'm not.
Yeah, and Rotten Tomatoes also gave both Loki 2 and Agatha the same score of a 92. But I thought Loki was better, but the show Agatha is really good. And what it leads to, what we're going to possibly get moving forward. So that's something to look forward to as well. But, with a lot of these shows and movies that are coming out, there's just so much for them in Marvel to give us. I think they're rushing things to catch up to their endgame kind of movies.
Right.
So it's like, are we afraid that this is being rushed? Are they taking the time? I know a lot of stuff has been in the works for some time, just like Ironheart and Daredevil. So, how do we feel about that? Is it something that, we've seen this way before, how they've done things, it didn't work out too well? And are they playing catch up?
I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait and see, really. Mm-hmm. Because as of late, they've been okay. They've been actually good.
Yeah.
I mean, Deadpool and Wolverine was phenomenal.
Yeah.
After that, the Agatha show has been, if not great. It's been good. You know,
I think it's probably the best show they've had since Loki.
Loki, right? So it's like so far they kind of keeping up with the quality of stuff. It's enjoyable content. So we'll see what they put out next year, because there's nothing else coming this year.
No, that's it. Yeah, this year there's nothing else.
This year's over. So next year should be a big year for them. We'll see if they keep they continue on this trend of just being consistently at least good.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not expecting everything to be like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever watched in my life, like some people do. I just want to be able to enjoy the content. Let's enjoy the content. Let's get to the end game.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I mean, they took a turn. Obviously, the reveal of Robert Downey Jr. playing Doom. People are excited for that. So
we're gonna see how they execute everything, and they brought some people back. They brought some directors back. They the
Russo brothers are back and that's what brought Robert Downey Jr. back, having the Russos back.
They're trying to figure something out. I mean, that's all a part of it, right? Might as well.
And then you got on the DC side, obviously you haven't watched Penguin, but no, you can't do that because you haven't watched it. You can't do that. I will say it is probably the best thing DC has ever done by this spin-off show from a movie that wasn't great, but some people say it was great.
You know what's funny? What? Their spin-off shows have been really good. Like the Peacemaker show was phenomenal to me.
Yeah, that too.
And then obviously this one is highly acclaimed.
Yeah.
So
much so that there's rumors of, that it was going to reveal the Joker and the Batman.
Yeah.
They're saying that this Joker may get his own show after Batman 2, between Batman 2 and Batman 3.
All right. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what they do.
I just think it's too much to always include the Joker for whatever reason. I get he's Batman's biggest nemesis, but we've had so many Jokers. It feels like it's overkill at this point.
It's not even that. I just hate the way they introduced him.
Well, they didn't even introduce him in this one. It was supposed to be an end credit scene, but it was a deleted scene.
But that's how they introduced him.
Yeah, by deleted scenes.
Like, everybody that saw it, and it's like, all right, whatever. Yeah. And he looks terrible. I hate the design.
Yeah.
So I hope they at least fix that, right? Because it wasn't in the film, so that's not canon.
Correct.
Fix it. Make it look better. Like, especially if you're going for a more grounded take. Nobody looks like that in real life.
No. Yeah. I mean, we don't know if people look like that, but his face looks burnt. Like, was that ever something in the comic books?
It looked like Two-Face mixed with the Joker.
Yes. There you go. That's the best explanation.
I would love to see a good Two-Face in this universe, though.
Well, they did say they're going to be introducing Harvey Dent in Batman 2.
I'd love to see it. Give him a show.
That would be good because of the political stuff. And
that's what I'm saying. Give me a good political drama with Harvey Dent as Two-Face. Fire. I could care. Like, stop with the Joker, man. We already got the side movies. We got.
Yeah.
Leave him alone for a little bit. Let him kind of be the background guy and cook up something nice for him when it gets there. But you got Batman and Spider-Man have the best.
Yes, I've always said that.
Villain galleries out of any characters in any comic books. And I don't even like Batman, and I can admit that.
Wow, that's messed up.
Use the other characters, bro. Please.
Yeah.
Keep the other ones there. Like, keep Joker there. I'm not saying not to use him. But, use the other ones. Like, look what they did with Penguin. Penguin's such a side character.
Yeah.
But they did a good job. Colin Farrell, I don't understand it at all. That look, I didn't even... You can't even recognize the freaking guy.
Yeah.
Keep doing stuff like that. Use those Two-Face. Or give me a Bane backstory. Something.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? I would...
Not with the Tom Hardy one. Not with the war. Like,
no.
I don't know what Christopher Nolan was thinking. Like, we love Nolan. What was that?
It could also be just, interference from the peoples up top. You never know. Because that was not his character,
They wanted to use Joker again, obviously, but Heath Ledger died. So they were put in a corner, and this was the best case scenario.
Right.
But I do
It's
like
basically a rehashing of the first movie.
yeah,
No big deal.
I do like the character Scarecrow. I think they can do something good with that.
That's another one, yeah.
Yeah.
Scarecrow.
I like their villains. I think, or even like the rumor too is that Mr. Freeze is going to be the main villain in Batman 2 because it's going to be taking place in the wintertime. I think Mr. Freeze is pretty interesting. Obviously, please keep away from Arnold or anything associated with that. We don't need that.
Even bring in stupid side characters like the Man Bat. That's hilarious to me.
Do you remember? I think it was called Firefly.
No, I don't remember that one.
So you remember the Batgirl movie that got canned by Warner Brothers, and that was the main villain was gonna be what's the guy's name that did the Mummy? Forgot his name. Brandon Fraser.
Yes,
he was gonna play the villain of like the fire. Like he flies and he's a firefly or something like that.
I don't know.
Man, I can't think of the damn villain. But
you're the Batman guy, so
I can't think of. People in the chat will tell us, what I'm talking about. But even side characters like that, also, do we get stuff like Robin? Do we get, the Bat family? This is a young Bruce Wayne, so are we gonna get hints of that? Maybe get a side story of those characters, Batgirl, Commissioner Gordon's daughter, right? I think those things. Batman has a lot where they can really pick and choose from the characters and make. They could
flesh out so much, bro. Yeah, they could go crazy with it.
They could do, and also they could probably do movies too. They could do what Sony's trying to do with Spider-Man and their villains, but do it better. And I think they have a good opportunity here with James Gunn running shows.
And you're still including Batman. It's in the same universe. It's not like the Sony one where, hey, it's Spider-Man villains, but there's no Spider-Man. Hey, it's stupid. Like this makes more sense because you're still putting them in the same universe as their, and
you got control over all the IP. It's not like Sony and Marvel, where Marvel is working with Sony for Spider-Man separate, and they have no say on what's going on in Sony, and Sony's trying to build their own world. So there's opportunities there. So I think that's a good thing for them. But outside of that, I think right now, we were talking about last time about making TV shows great again. And I think we're almost there. I know we don't have anything like gangster that you want. You want killing and all that stuff. But
give me the drugs.
I think I was looking back at the stuff that we watch or the things that we talk about. And I think we're on our way there of how great some of these shows are, or even the comedy shows. But I think the Penguin really, they can really do something good with that series if they continue it. But it can't be like The Sopranos, because obviously at some point Batman's gonna have to take them down. And I think it's really good to see a comic book character taking seriously as if it's like an actual mob show or something like that. And it doesn't feel cartoony.
The first take. Yeah.
It feels like a serious, grounded show with comic book characters. And I think that's you can do that with Warner Brothers. There's a lot of IPs from Warner Brothers and DC that they can do. That doesn't have to be Batman either. So we'll see. But outside of that, Chris, I don't know where else to go from here as far as, this conversation. Is there anything else that you want to add before we go? And our next show, I was looking at the calendar. Our next show, will it be right before Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving?
I think the day after.
Yeah. So it'll actually be off, so we can. The 22nd. It'll be the.
So it's before.
The Friday before. The Friday before.
Perfect, then. That actually works.
Okay. Because then we don't have to worry about Black Friday when it's Thanksgiving or anything like that. Even though I'll be off.
The only thing I want to say is, I put Lou on to so much good stuff.
Oh, yeah. I put a tweet out about this.
He loves anime, chat. He loves anime. That's it. I did it. I converted him.
No, the reason Chris says that, and I mentioned it last time, My Hero Academia, I'm on season 6, but I watched a movie today that's on Netflix called Heroes Rising. Probably the best thing that I've ever seen. Story, action, and it's dubbed, but it feels like it was meant to, like it meshes so well. Man, the story is so good. I feel like so much investment was put into this kind of show, and it's to some people just cartoons, but man, it cuts deep and it's really good. If you invested the time to learn the story and the backstory of these characters, it's really good.
It's good.
Yeah. Oh, now that I remember, before we go, is there something, because we're not gonna talk about, I don't think we're gonna talk about any of these things, but Black Friday's coming up, right? After Thanksgiving. Is there anything that's out there that you want, that you're looking forward to, or do you think it's all a scam?
It's all a scam.
Okay.
I think they just say there's a discount, but it's already what the original price was to begin with.
Yeah.
The only thing I think I actually need to purchase, I gotta purchase a new controller, but that's it.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to put that together with the Thanksgiving talk, and I forgot, and now I remember. So that's why I'm like, oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. But yeah, there's nothing that I want from Black Friday, but the marketing does so well to make you think you need something. So let me
get a new GPU right now.
That's the thing. Yeah, like PS5 Pro just came out. I was very tempted, but thank God for the people that put out reviews that told me you don't need it. I needed to watch like 6 reviews to tell me that. I didn't need my friends to tell me because they're biased. I needed real professionals to tell me.
Wow. That's crazy.
But yeah, that is gonna be it for us. Chris, lead us out with an outro that you've created.
Oh man! All right, I'm gonna come up with something right now. I don't really know what I'm gonna go with, but we're gonna figure it out.
This is what Chris used to do back in the day.
All right, you ready?
Let's do it.
Thank you guys for watching and tuning in to all of the nonsense and the art of it.
That's impressive, Christopher. That's impressive.
Oh, come on!
Christopher has an outro. Now, will you remember that? Is the question.
I gotta rewatch it every time now.
That's good. No, that's good. That is good.
Thank you for tuning in to the nonsense and the art of it. Boom! We out of here.
There you go.
It works.
Later, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day.
We got it.